Grace. I'm back for part 2 of my conversation with Thad Cockrell, one of the finest songwriters and finest voices around. We're happy that he moved to East Nashville. We got a cappuccino machine going over there, and
yeah,
I think
we do.
that's great. We're at the Family Wash, by the way.
Make that a double.
No, bring it on. Well, how did you end up in North Carolina?
Because that's where I went to get my master's.
Right on.
Yeah,
You got your master's in North Carolina, and then at what point did music consume you?
My whole life.
Really?
My whole life I've been consumed by music.
Wow.
But I didn't start playing it till I graduated from college. I really, I didn't know it was an option. I didn't grow up around any musicians growing up, or even people that played instruments, or, so when I went to college and I finally met people that played instruments, and then I had a couple friends that wrote songs, which was a complete, new world to me.
Like you can actually write these things?
Yeah, I was completely fascinated by it. And then looking back, my whole life, I've seen that I've been, I would always write melodies around, songs on the radio, or, I was the kid, that listened to music under his pillow.
Had the radio.
Yeah, with the radio till all night. That was me. It was just a much broader spectrum of songs that you could hear on country, radio. I likened it to movies, and thinking that, imagine like the only movie that gets made is Ricky Bobby Talladega Nights.
Over and over again.
Over and over and over and over and over again. It's funny. It is funny. It's entertaining. It is what it is. But, at some point you want to be moved with something else, with Crash.
Well, it's a pretty common complaint and valid, about what's going on in modern country radio. But I mean, what do you think's gonna happen? Is radio going away because of podcasts and free downloads and burning CDs and satellite radio? I mean, is there hope? Are people hearing more and more? Is there a chance for them to hear Thad Cockrell music, for instance?
I think there will be. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be the guy that thinks that he has all the answers. I certainly do not have. I just have songs that I want to play, and I want to be heard, and that's at the end of the day, I'm a fan of people getting to do what they want to do, and if those people want to write those songs, and if they sing, like those songs, like they're, have leprosy or something, they don't. I mean, if that's what they do with their life, that's cool, and if they sing the, whatever song that you want to end up singing, that's great. I can only say that, if there's any protest at all, which I don't believe that there is, but I think it should be done on one's work, So, but.
So do you think that when you're writing a song, do you worry, do you lose sleep about how am I going to get this out there? Or
No.
Are you mostly concerned with making the song, creating the stuff?
No, I don't think you can pay attention to that, because I mean, who can say, what's going to get heard?
I don't know. Everybody seems scrambling for answers right now.
Yeah. And if it was that easy, then it just isn't.
Well, we're going to get it out on the internet here.
So,
part of the brave new world of modern media.
Which is really cool. I think there's all kinds of new opportunities. Ultimately, I really believe that it comes down to people believing in your music enough that they'll tell a friend, and those people tell a friend, and those people tell a friend. When it comes down to it, that's what everybody's spending millions of dollars to trying to get to do, is to have that person tell their friend.
Make the link, yeah. It's true.
And I just believe that if I write music, that means, if it's important to me, and I'm really honest with what I'm trying to write, then chances are it might be with somebody else, that,
I was going to ask you about, in the songwriting process, all the people that have inspired you. Is there a song out there that you wish you'd written?
Oh, yeah, sure.
A billion? I
mean, there's lots of songs out there I wish I would have written. I would say John Hartford's "Gentle on My Mind" is always something that I just can't believe, was written by somebody. And that was written after watching Dr. Zhivago.
That's right.
And it took 15 minutes to write it, and, really incredible.
It's always in my head. I know that I've tried to copy it a dozen times.
You know, and then Aretha Franklin, "Daydreamin'."
Mm-hmm.
You know, that song's crazy good. She wrote that and arranged it and everything. You know, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out there.
Well, let's ask you to sing another one then. Why don't you sing one of yours?
Sing one of mine, okay? Wither around her shoulders, kid. Take that heart down off your sleeve. The way you walk around this town, you think you own the corner on the market of a broken heart. Well, have I got some news for you? You're not the only one that stood there where you are. You've had your share of lovers come and go, and you always seem to leave them wondering where you are. Rosalind, don't you know the sun will shine on you again? No matter how small the flame against the darkness, don't you know the light will win? Rosalind, oh, Rosalind, I saw you from across the way, and I could tell someone was handing it to you. Early morning down her booth, cigarettes and coffee, doing things alone that were meant for two. And I remember when you said to me, there will be someone who will set me free, and I know that's true. You've had your share of lovers come and go, and just because I was one you left behind, hey, don't let it get to you. Rosalind, don't you know the sun will shine on you again? No matter how small the flame against the darkness, don't you know the light will win? Rosalind, oh, Rosalind.
Thad Cockrell. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Well, that
you.
was swell. We should do this again sometime.
Let's do.
Just a series of conversations, intimate conversations
Intimate.
at the family wash.
Yeah.
Next one will be naked.